Hi friends, I'm Jennifer All. Today's Daily Hope comes from Psalm 36. Now this psalm opens with a conversation about the wicked. Now when you say the word wicked, I immediately go to the movies. I'm thinking the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz, or the Emperor from Star Wars, or even Hannibal Lecter from The Silence of the Lambs, right? When you say wicked, it has got to be somebody that's a true villain. But David says that he has a revelation, like an aha moment about what it really means to be a wicked person. And he defines a wicked person as someone who no longer has any fear of God. They don't care about what God thinks anymore because they're pretty satisfied with what they think. It's someone who's grown accustomed and comfortable with their own sin, that they no longer even see their actions as sinful. Maybe they've justified it, or they've made excuses, or the things that used to make them feel guilty have just become so commonplace that they don't even feel guilty about it anymore. That is a sinful person. They tend to lie, they are foolish, they no longer do good things. Maybe they did in the past, but that's behind them. Now they really live for themselves. And it says that the wicked even lay in bed at night and plot evil. Now that, I was like, that sounds like the movie villain right there, laying in bed at night. But honestly, I was like, whoa, I've laid in bed at night and I've replayed the day. I've replayed conversations that hurt me, things that upset me or made me angry. And I have thought, how should I have handled that? What should I do tomorrow? Oh my goodness, I need to tell this person this, or I'm going to do this. And I find myself plotting things, planning, making a decision to act a certain way that is not in line with God's will. I have laid in bed and plotted evil. Oh my gosh, to find myself in this category as the wicked, it is eye-opening and it is humbling. And I think it's really important that we realize how easy it is to become so comfortable and unaware of our own sinful nature. And because I think honestly, none of us wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be wicked today. No, it is a subtle slope of choices and excuses where we choose comfortability, we choose to justify ourselves, we choose our way over God's way, and we don't even realize it anymore. So David takes us in this psalm where he describes the wicked person, and then he describes the character and nature of our good God. And this next section of the psalm is just beautiful. It is poetry. Worship songs have been taken straight from this text. I'm just going to read you a little bit of it right now. Verse 5 says, "Your love, O Lord, reaches to the heavens, your faithfulness to the skies. Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains, your justice like the great deep." The character of God is loving, faithful, righteous, just. He is a provider. He defends. He says, whether you are a lowly station or high station, doesn't matter to God. You are welcome to take refuge in the shelter of his wings. He provides, he gives with abundance, a feast, and he just nourishes us from the fountain of life. Literally, the source of life for our lives comes straight from him. And the rest of this psalm closes with a prayer of reflection. And that is where we land today, is I think here we are, a brand new day, and we have a choice before us, a fork in the road. On one hand, you have this life of comfortable justification that is truly wickedness. It is a selfish life for ourselves. Or we have, on the other hand, a life where we get to walk with this amazing, good, glorious, noble, holy God, where we get to take refuge in his wings, where we get to feed off of the literal source of life. What do we want to choose today? And I'm reminded by Jesus' words in Matthew chapter 7, 13, 14, where he says, "Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. It is so easy to go down this road of selfishness. And it is much harder to daily remind ourselves that I choose you, God, over myself. But man, is it worth it. So what do you want to choose today? Which path do you want to walk down today? I'm encouraging you. I'm encouraging myself. I want to choose you, my good, good God. So today, be blessed, be encouraged. You have a God who loves you, and today you're invited into the shelter of his wings. I'll see you soon.